Hi, in this video I want to make a short overview of my add-on for modeling from photos. I usually use it for modeling for autos, but you can use it for modeling any other products, so let's start it. So let's go to preferences, add-ons, install. I go to my path where zip file is, which I can download from my Gumroad page. So let's install it. Turn it on, save preferences, exit. So here is in 3D viewport. In 3D viewport, here is view. In sidebar, here is a view folder, and we can, in this option which is passed to our RGA file, we can choose it, and let's choose it something and click on import RGI. So we have imported this, and this is basically mesh that consists points, vertices, that was markers in the Autodesk RGA file, and we can use them as a reference to start modeling curves. So what we have in our toolset, let's take a look at this operator. It's set im camera modal. It's model operator that can easily in intuitive way switch cameras. Cameras, let me show their names, have naming convention like so. If you don't want to name it appropriately in Autodesk Image Modeler, you can turn this option, show labels, and it will try to predict which name each camera have. If you want to switch front and back, you can choose this, and names change it. For example, if you keep attention here while I clicking, it's switching, and sides right and left with this option can be changed, and we can click rename, and all these cameras will be renamed like this. So if I turn this off, I can see that naming convention is good, so we can use this operator. So let's take next operator. In this setting camera box, switch similar camera. For example, if I have couple cameras, I have this front right 2, front right 9, and we can easily with hotkey switch between them. This is switch similar camera operator. Cycle camera next is cycle camera pref, just cycling through all our cameras. And in all areas set is, for example, if I break my views, I can just click on it and it will restore except this right upper corner view. So I use it quite oftenly. Alternatively, you can use option auto lock, which is here, and when you set camera with this operator, you cannot longer rotate view and break your camera view setup. But I usually turn it off and just restore it like this. So easiest way to do it to me. So next, let's take a look at these operators. First is compare to reference. it's can compare like so. So you can precisely compare which differences have your model from the photo, and you can adjust opacity. This next operator is opacity. You can compare like so, and set camera crop box next operator. It's set like this box, and we can turn opacity off, and we can concentrate on local details and compare it like this. I usually often use it. So let's restore our full view and take a look at next operator. It's test compare render and test compare render multi. I choose my resolution a little bit less to make it quicker and press on this operator, and we must sometime wait, and we have stack of these images. We don't have any geometry. For example, if we create some, let's make some cylinder and make it. So still don't have it. Okay, okay, it has geometry nodes modifier. It cannot be seen in render view, so if we have some geometry, it will be on the top of this right side of this grid image, and we can compare differences like so, or send our client this image for edits. Okay, next what I want to show you is find background images. I usually don't use it, but if you accidentally remove from here your images, you can press this find image operator and it find it. Of course, your images must be just near your Blender file under images folder. For example, I have here my project, and in this images folder, right in this folder with my Blender file, and it will search it here. Okay, so let's take import and export operators. We can open the background image like so. In our, for example, for me it's XNView application. It's default images application for my system. So import RGI file, it's just import like in menu, like so. You can import also, and you can open in image modeler excuse me, files that you choose in this option, and we can quick RGI import. It will re-import our file, so it deletes this mesh with points and all cameras in scene and re-import it. If, for example, we make changes in our RGI file and want to re-import it quickly, this you can hotkey and use it for quickly re-import. Store locators matrix. So by default, our mesh is not imported in right place. It have some angle. For example, if I place it in right place, for example, like so, and I want to re-import it, I click this option and it will lose its position, so it's again in the wrong place. To make it work a little bit better, we can choose this matrix store and it's automatically will use it on import, so we can re-import and it will be in the right place, so like we set it previously. Next few operators is for quickly making curves. We have in our toolbars this in edit mesh mode, this kind of tool, image modeling. So if we press store ref area like so, excuse me, no, yeah, like so, and for example with left mouse button we can drag it freely in this reference view. And in all other views we can, for example, here we can front view. We have front view and we can quickly place points, just quick and dirty, and they don't in right place, so we mark this this area as reference and move it. And take attention on, for example, this point in this view, while I moving it in other view, it's try to stay in place, so this direction choose it in right way, so you don't need make much more clicks for place this curve. For example, if I make it without this operators, for example like so, I move it in my y direction, in z direction, y direction, z direction, and so on, and I must make couple iterations of this, and with this tool you can make it a little bit quicker. And this select extrude operator is just for this tool. We can, for example, with control click I extend my curve and I correct place in other views. Okay, let's look at from here, and it's not very good, so I can proceed to weaken this while I have satisfied place for this curve. I will not do perfect placement right now, just tutorial, but anyway, that's it for now. Later I will make much longer tutorial how to make curves and geometry, maybe for car, and in the description I will give you links for Autodesk Image Modeler tutorial, how to use it for camera placements. That's all for it. Thank you for watching, people. Good luck.